Today is Trash to Treasure Tuesday, and it's a very exciting Trash to Treasure Tuesday because these fabulous things are going to get turned into Christmas trees. And then not only am I going to let you take one home, but I'm going to ask you to bring it back to the library and put it in our annual tree auction. So come and pick up a tree, decorate it up, get in that holiday spirit. But right now I'm going to show you what we did. I recruited my husband to help me out, so we're going to go on in here. We're going to get him going on the saw and make some trees. So come on, let's go. So the first thing we're going to do is lay out our triangle. You can just sort of eyeball it, or you can be very mathematical and scientific, like my husband. He measured it. And he's laying it out very carefully so that we don't hit any of the nails when we go to cut the boards, because that makes it far more difficult to do. And once we get our lines drawn, he is going to take the circular saw and just follow our lines. Cut. Now the way that we've angled these lines, we are actually able to get 2 trees out of it, and depending on how the wood lays out once we take it all apart, we might even be able to do a trash to treasure by taking these excess pieces on the end and nailing them together. We did that with another board, and I'll show you that in just a minute. We're just following the lines that have been already cut on the other side, so that when we cut it the second time on the back side, our trees will just come apart very nicely, very easily, and be ready to be painted, decorated, or whatever exciting thing you have planned for it. And of course, my husband has asked that I do my best. Is it Norm Abrams' speech? Yes. Remember to always wear your safety glasses. Make sure that you're being safe. And if you don't have experience with power tools, find someone who does. We don't want anybody getting injured making a Christmas tree. It won't be a good way to start the holidays. And there we have our lovely tree. Couple more cuts, and we have our second tree. And we did have a couple pieces fall off of the scrap, so we may not be able to recycle. We'll look at that in a minute. But there we go, 2 trees ready to be decorated. So these were 2 of the drop pieces that came off of the ends of the pallet that made those 2 trees. And we're going to take a couple pieces of extra scrap and kind of go down the middle with this and see if we can't put them together and make yet another tree out of it, so that we can get 3 trees out of 1 pallet, depending on how your boards lay out. And this is why I've recruited my husband to help me, because I don't have these fancy kind of stuff. I'd be using a hammer and a nail, doing it old school. Alright, so we're going to pre-drill our holes that we will put the screws in for the boards to rejoin these two pieces back together to form our third tree, or our recycled element.
That's why you pre-drill.
And we now have yet another tree that we can add to our collection of trees to be decorated. And this is one that we put together with the scrap pieces. You can see, I will turn it around to the back here. And you can see that we just took an extra couple scrap pieces of the pallet and just kind of screwed the two leftover pieces together. And once we decorate it, it'll be pretty well camouflaged. And now we're just going to hit it with some spray paint. So these are some of the ones that I've painted. I've got a couple of our recycles of pieced together ones, and our ones that we traced out. And so now we're just going to decorate. I've got some cool little stuff. I've got some like nautical rope that I had gotten from the dollar store. I got a bag of shells that either came from the Goodwill or the dollar store, and some other ones over here that were left over from something. I got some fun little turtle ribbon, and I don't know, these funky little glass things I may or may not use for something. And then for my little traditional green tree, I have these really cool little wooden ornaments that I just got at a sale the other day, so we're going to keep that one kind of simple and traditional and see how it comes together. So I'm going to get my glue gun out and decorate some trees, and then I'm just going to let you guys think about what you want to do and what kind of fun you want to have, and see what creative ideas you come up with, because you guys always come up with such creative ideas. So I'm going to go decorate my tree and we'll see how it goes. And so these are a couple of the trees that I did to get things started. Feel free to use your own creative ideas. I don't have a star on that one yet. I dropped it and broke it, so I'll have to get another one. But with this one, I just used some actual window clings and hot glued them on. Of course, these are just simply some old recycled Christmas lights. And this last one is just a collection of random shells and a little starfish. Make sure you stop by the library, sign out a tree, Some important dates to remember are that November 16th is the deadline to get your tree returned into the library so that you can be entered into the contest for the tree auction and the best of show. Remember, November 17th you can start both bidding and voting. So make sure that you get your bid in on your favorite tree and be checking Facebook so that nobody outbids you for your fabulous prize. And December 5th is the last day for all bids to be in on trees, because on December 7th on Facebook we will be announcing the winners. So make sure that you come get a tree. Get a little Christmas spirit going, a little holiday joy in your life. Bring it on back to the library and be part of all the fun that's happening right here at the Kingsville Public Library. If you need more information, just check out our website or give us a call, 224-0239, and have some holiday fun. We will see you real soon.